Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be teaching you guys how to make this beautiful simple dress. You can wear this as a dress, you can wear it as a kimono, you can even pair it with a shirt. This is actually the style, but you can just style it anyhow. You have three ways to style it. So this is actually the style without the ruched or the drawstring. So this is what I have. So let's get started. I used 6 years of fabric for this. Yeah, if you're going to get that sleeve. So I'll be drafting the front part first. You will see the allowance that I brought out. That is 1 inch allowance for the buttonhole. Is either you use buttonhole or you use zip. So the first thing is to get your waist location and your hip location. I use 17 for her waist, then I use 26 for her hip. She's tall and she's big, so you just extend the lines very well. Then you the length of this dress is 30, sorry, it's 41. Then I added extra 2 inches allowance so that I will have that fold in. I use lining to turn it, so you just have to get lining. So the next thing is to measure your shoulder, just your normal way of drafting your dress, just your shoulder. You get your armhole slope, and that is just my armhole line that I'm getting. Sorry, this the chalk may not really be visible because of the fabric is too colorful, so you may not really see it very well, but I'll be explaining. So just take your round bust measurement. I took her round bust measurement, then I added extra 2.5 inches because she don't want it to be too fitted and she don't want it to be too loose. So her waist, I got her waist, I added the same thing. Her hip, I added. So I took her hip measurement down, but I minused 1 inch. Assuming your total hip is 40, you can just take down 39, just minus, or 39.5, just a little. You don't have to make it pencil because this is not a pencil dress. This is just like a jacket or a kimono dress. But I'll be adding. So for the neck, I use 4 inches width for the 4 inches width, 1.5 inches depth for the back, and 4 inches depth for the front. That is basically what I use here. So you connect your shoulder strap. So this is what we have. This is ready, just the simple. So just get your front armhole, that is the midpoint of your armhole. That is what I got here. So I connected it. So we are done with the uh, front. So I'm going to use this front to draft out the back, but I'm going to be removing the bottom, that 1 inch zipper stand. Sorry, that 1 inch zipper stand, I'm going to be removing it. The back don't need to have it, you just have to have the back on fold. So that is what you should have here. So once you are done and you are sure that your measurements are accurate, then you start cutting it out. So this is the front. You just place it and cut exactly what you have, minusing. Remember to remove the zipper allowance. So this is it. I'm just trying to place the camera for you to be seeing. Cut the back armhole, cut the front armhole, then the cut the back armhole, and also cut the back neckline. So after drafting the front, we'll now cut the distance. So fold in that buttonhole stand or your zipper stand. It depends on whichever one you want to use. I wanted to use button, but that will take it will take my time, so I just switch. And she don't want it to be showing her cleavage, so I decided to use zip. So make sure you remove that 1 inch this thing allowance I added. So this is it, this is it. So here I'm going up by this 2 inches I went up is the allowance. I have to notch it because like I said, I'm going to lining. That is where my lining will stop. So I notched both that side. So here you just remove the back, then work on the front. Just cut your neckline and the armhole, then you slit it open. That 1 inch allowance, you have to slit it open because it just, you will have the front open. Is the front that we are going to be inserting the zipper or the button. So whichever one you choose to do, that is what you should need. Like you need to open it up. So this is it. You measure around your armhole because we are going to be draft. It's the sleeve, it has a pencil sleeve. That is where you'll be attaching the peplum, or let me say the flame. So that is where you'll be attaching it. So once you have this folded, like the normal way you cut your sleeve, you just cut your sleeve. So I got her sleeve length. Her sleeve length, I used 22 for her sleeve length. So either 22, 23 will be okay for you. It depends on how long you want, or you want it. So I went down by 4.5. Then I measured that her armhole that I took. This sorry, I measured down her armhole. The next thing is to maybe get your round sleeve. I got her round sleeve, then your cuff also. That is your wrist. So you get your wrist. So you measure down your wrist, divide by 2, then add your allowance. So this is what I have. This is so ready for the sleeve, because that's where we are going to be attaching the circle. That is the flare part. So you just cut it out. Use the first one to cut out the second one. So this is it. I place it on the on another fabric to cut the second one. So once you are done cutting it and you have it ready, then we'll be ready to cut the the flare part. So once you have the both sleeves ready, now measure the radius. Like this place that I'm measuring now, this shoulder place that I'm measuring will be the radius of the sleeve. So you measure it round. But the thing is that I later ended I later ended up not using the upper side, so I had to go down by 2 inches from the armhole. So whatever you have, you measure the radius. Whatever you have, that will be the radius of the circle you are going to cut. You know, it's it's 3 steps. So the first step is you get the radius. So the length from that upper sleeve, you go down. So the first one, the radius will be 13.5. 13.5. Length is 8 inches. So the second one will be, the radius will be unfold is 11. 11 divided by 2. 11 divided by 2 is 5.5. Second is radius, the unfold will be 5.5. The length now will be, the length will be 7 inches. Sorry, the length will be 6 inches. 6 inches. That's the second one. Then the third one will be 4 inches. The third one will be 5 inches. 5 inches. So the second one now will be attached. One will stop here. One will stop here. So this is it. The second one is 5.5 and the length is 6 inches. The length is 6 inches. Length 6. The length is 6. Then the third one will start from here also. That is from that 5.5 to stop here, because I'm going to fold in this place. So the third one will stop at 6. Let me see. 6. The, so the third one is the radius is the radius is the radius is 9. 9 divided by 2, you will have 4.5. 4.5. The length from here to here is 6. So this will help you like to get how you want the flare to attach. So the first one is 13.5. 13.5 on fold. Then the length is 8 inches. The second one is 5.5 on fold. The length is 6 inches. The length is 6 inches. Third one is 4.5 on 4. The length is 6 inches also. So this is how we are going to be cutting the flake that we are going to apply. So I'll just cut the first one. So we are going to don't leave it. I don't want to do it double flake. I'm not going to do it double flake so that we can manage this because she still wants to do something from this. So I'll fold it this way. Maybe I'll cut the second one. Whatever this can give me, I'll use it first. So I'll fold like this again. The length will not give me the length. So I'll get the radius. So I'll go down by 6, whatever that will give me the radius. Whatever the radius it gives, I'll go down by 7. I'll take 7 inches round. Whatever it gives me, that's what I'm working with. Is either the first or second. So if you're folding it, it's like you're going to be dividing by 4, but let me just cut this part first. So I'll check this. I'll check whatever I have. Here I have 6. And I should have 5.5. So I'll do by 6. I'll go around by 6. I'll go around by 6. So I'll measure what I have here. So here I have 5.5. The length is, the second one, the length is 6 inches. So this will consume, so just waste this fabric. Let me check if I will get the first one from this. So I'll go down by 9 inches. Remember that we are adding folding allowance, so remember to add the folding allowance also of 1 inch. I'll check what I have here. So it's not too, so I'll go with the first one. So the length is, I'll make the length 7 inches because I'm going to fold it. I'll make it 7 inches instead of 6 inches. So here's the second. Yeah, cut the back. This one. You don't even know the one that I measured that. It should be this one. It should be this. So this is it. This is the first line. There are around like a little shortage. But if you are making the next one, please add a little allowance. Add a little allowance. So this is the first, second one. Add a little, maybe 1 inch allowance also to it. So this is for, maybe I'll use this for this. I'll use it for the third one. Though it's a little bigger, but yeah, it's okay. I'll trim it. I'll just give it a little plate. I'll give it a little plate. So here I'm done cutting the flake. Each hand will have two, like one for the left, one for the right. So you cut each one two. So this is the bigger part. This one you make it like you make it a double flake for you to get the upper part. So the upper part, that is the highest one. The one at 13.5 should have two also, and you make it a double flake for you to be able to get the radius. So this is it. So I should have one for the left, one for the right, and then the second one. Let me just make a mark for me to know the second one. So the second one also should be this. Should have something like this also. 1, 1, 1. So at this point, I will say CC as if you're making this type of sleeve, just be sure to have enough material that is up to 6 yards. Like 4 years cannot do this, 3 years cannot do this. So this is it. It will not sit very well. Just arrange. So this is what I have. I'll be lining the down part, so I'll just cut the lining. I'm not lining this, it will consume a lot of lining, so I'm not going to line it. So I'll just line the main gown. So I'll be using black lining to line it. Just fold you have your fabric, unfold your lining, unfold, then place your fabric. Your lining should be 3 inches shorter than your main fabric. Like the lining should be shorter than the main fabric, just for you to drag it and have a bold fold or something. I don't. So you just let your lining the way I'm doing it. That is the way you should place your lining. The lining should be 2.5 to 3 inches shorter, so that it can drag the excess, I mean the folding allowance up, so that it can drag it up. That is the reason why you should have it shorter than your main fabric. So once you have it like that, you just cut exactly the same. Every other thing should be equal, than the just that the length should be shorter than your main fabric. So this is it, just have it like that. So once you are done joining it, the next thing is to join your fabric. I'm joining the fabric separately and the lining also separately. I'm not going to join it together. So I'll just join my lining first, then use the uh I'll join my fabric, then use the lining to turn it. So after joining everything separately, like take the amount of allowance that you want, then after joining everything, to- um you just use it, turn the neckline, turn the down part, then turn the side and top stitch, then pull it out from the armhole. That is after turning it with your lining. I use 1 inch to join everything. Even after bringing out 2.5 inches allowance, I use 1 inch to join my lining, and also 1 inch to join my main fabric. So once you have it, you can top stitch this front part, but I didn't top stitch. You just give it a good press, everything will relax. So once you turn it out, everything will be like this. So after that, the next thing is to fold your flay, then attach it on those lines marked out. You would attach it like the rough part is facing up, because the first flay will cover the second one, like the rough part, then the second one will cover the last one, so you don't have to start um folding it in a way that it will not reveal, because it will not reveal if you place them very well. So this was what I did, but I later ended up removing it from that whole part, because that part will look so big, so I had to bring it down. But don't worry, you will see it. So this is how it will look once you close it up. So once you close it up, make sure that if you are joining the sleeve, make sure that you are holding the lining also, and just place it and join your sleeve the normal way you join your sleeve. So that is it, just it. So once you are done joining the dress sleeve is almost ready, but she asked me to add a drawstring. So if you don't want to add a drawstring to yours, um just leave it that way. So I went down by from her uh shoulder line, I went down by 17 inches, just to get that her waistline also, just to get her waistline like I did before, closing out this, before joining in. So you take her waistline round, you just take your waistline round, just be marking it and make sure that everything comes out equal. So you mark it round, mark it, this is her back, this is the back. So you also mark it across the other side. So that is what you are going to get. That 17 inches, you have to mark it round. So go round, take your waist measurement round, just get your waist location round, because that is where I'll be inserting the drawstring. It goes round her waist. So once you are done taking it round, you go down by half inch from that line. You mark half inch round also. You're just going to take it from that 17 inches, you go down by half inch. That's where you're going to be. You need two stitches for this, for it to hold your draw drawstring. So I'm making a drawstring, and this is how I'm going to make it. So from that 17 inches line, you go down by half inch. You also take it round again, round the dress or round your waist again, so everything is going to go round. So this is it. Once you have it round, you just go and stitch it, but make sure you fix your sleeve before doing this, so that you don't miss anything. So from this your front line, you go in by 1.5 inches. That is where your when you are stitching it round, you stop at that 1.5 inches round. So if you want to, in case you want to add a zipper or a bottle, you have an allowance. So from that front line, you go in by the you go in by 1.5 inches. You also do it to the same. So here you turn your strap. My strap is 1.5 inches wide. Then after joining it, after closing it, you have maybe half inch, or this is not up to half inch, is more than half inch, or not up to. So the strap is just your length determines, depends on you. So this is what I was saying about the sleeve. Remember that I attached it to the armhole part, but no, I had to remove it. If you want it to come out really fine, you just have to remove it. So from the armhole line, I went down by 2 inches. So now, sorry, so now we are not going to attach it straight. We will attach the first fillet in a way that it will not show. So just like this, I'm sure that you are seeing what I'm saying. So this is the only one that you attach, that it will not show the rough part. So the rough part will be inside. From the armhole, I went down my 2 inches. So instead of placing it on that armhole, like, just go down by 2 inches, because I placed it, I noticed that it was looking so big and not that beautiful. And I, knowing that my client will start complaining that she looks big, so I had to like do it before she comes. So here I'm done running I'm done stitching the drawstring part. So that 1.5 inches line, you're just going to open it for you to, in a way that, don't notch the lining, only notch the fabric, so that you can pass your, what is it called, the strap, with your safety pin. Just notch a tiny hole that you will use and pass your safety pin. Later you can just use your hand needle to just hold it, so that it doesn't um tear up from there. So this is it, just notch it. So you can pass your strap with your safety pin, pass it from down, from one end to the other end. So guys, please, if you know that you enjoy this tutorial, please make sure to like and subscribe, and drop a comment. If you don't understand anything, just drop a comment and I will go through it. This is a beautiful dress and I'm loving it. You can use this to rock leggings, you can wear it as a dress, you can use it to wear shorts, whatever thing you choose to rock with it. So this is it. So you just knot your strap if you wish. So notice how this is the end result. This is how I made this beautiful dress. So drop your comments, and thanks for watching my video, and thanks for stopping by. Thank you. Take care. Bye.